My goose has attained a rebirth. When I was about 8 years old, one day, I recited Namo Amitabha Buddha while I was walking home. I had to pass by a shop which was specializing in selling the goose meat. I was too frightened to look at the goose meat, which was hanging on top. I would recite Namo Amitabha Buddha loudly whenever I walked past. Suddenly from the shop I heard a loud sound, crying, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" I was attracted by it and stopped walking. I asked the boss who was shouting, "Ah!" I continued to recite Namo Amitabha Buddha, and he continued, "Ah!" to "Ah!" The boss said that was the goose which would be slaughtered soon. I asked the boss for permission to have a look at the goose. The boss scolded me angrily. "No, bastard, you're not allowed." I neglected his order and ran in. Oh dear, so frightening. Inside the slaughtered house, it was covered with blood, with the goose bodies, bones, internal organs, and flesh all over. I recited Namo Amitabha Buddha loudly, and finally I saw the goose which was shouting, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" I walked forth and recited the Buddha's name loudly as it ran towards me, just as though his life was at stake. I carried the goose. The boss pulled out my ears and shouted, "You crazy child, what are you doing with my goose?" I said, "I want to save it." The boss laughed loudly. "You are mad. Do you have money?" I said my father had the money. I told the boss to phone up my father and ask him to come. When my father arrived, he asked me to put down the goose. I told him, "If the goose is alive, I will be alive. If the goose is death, I too will die." My father knew of my stubbornness, that he agreed to buy that goose. After going home, I released it at the back garden. After school, I would teach it to recite Amitabha Buddha. It also followed me, but it could only pronounce "ah" sound continually. After living for 6 years, it passed away. I cremated its body and its tongue remained unburned. Besides, a lotus was blooming from the tongue. Honestly speaking, if a man does not recite Namo Amitabha Buddha now, he is incomparable to an animal. After that, I would recite Namo Amitabha Buddha 80,000 times a day, or else I will not sleep. I have brought forth the vows to spend my whole life in aided recitation of Namo Amitabha Buddha for all living beings. By Dharma Master Shi Yuanju, Namo Amitabha Buddha.